Welcome back to the channel. This video is quite exciting. Probably one of my favorite meals to make. I'm going to teach you guys how to make protein ice cream. We've made protein ice cream before just using like a Ninja blender, little blender thing with a little bit of ice cubes. It works great. We actually just bought a new machine. I'll run through it so you guys can have some dessert while on a cut like I am. So to start off, you're gonna have to have some protein, right, for protein ice cream. I love this. This is the protein powder that I use. It's level 1 from First Form. It's the ice cream sandwich flavor. Ice cream sandwich for protein ice cream is the GOAT. So if you're looking for a protein powder of some sort, highly recommend. Anyway, so to start off, it's very simple, but what you want to do is the Ninja Creamy, which we'll show, they come with these pint containers that you have to freeze. I'll kind of walk you guys through that too. But one thing with this is you have to set it out 24 hours in advance. It has to be completely frozen. So I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process. I'll show you exactly how I make it. We'll put it in the freezer. I'll bring out the old one that I had from last night that I put in there last night. We'll get that out, we'll spin it, and I'll show you the finished product once we're done. So, getting right into it, we just fill this up to the line. You don't want to go above the line. Ask me how I know. So we'll fill this up to the line, then we'll add our protein to it. Anyway, so you do it a little bit below the line because we're adding protein to it. You don't want to go above the line or else it causes major issues with the machine. So we added the water. We'll just dump it into our blender bottle here. And then I use 2 scoops of this protein, because that's the amount of protein I need for this meal. You can do 1 scoop. You can do 3 scoops. It's really just depending on your goals. So, there's 2 scoops there. Put this in. Give it a, oh, I almost forgot. One thing that we found out with this protein ice cream is that when you freeze it, and you get it back out, it becomes a little bit stale. It's not as flavorful as like a protein shake is. So to combat that, we add a tablespoon of 0-calorie sweetener. I don't know what this is. I think it's like stevia or something. But add a teaspoon or tablespoon of 0-calorie sweetener. It gives it the sweetness that I want without the calories, right? It's great. So then we'll shake it up real good. And then we'll add it to our pint. Okay. And then we're done. That's literally something you have to set up ahead of time. We'll put the lid on it and we'll pull the other one that's been in the freezer since last night out and walk you through how to make that. Okay, we got the ice cream from last night that we made. It's completely frozen solid. So everybody has their way of doing it. I do it so often that I've perfected the exact consistency and everything that I love. So to get that, what I do is I pop this in the microwave, pull it right out of the freezer, pop this in the microwave for 40 seconds. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, 40 seconds is up. And what you do is you get it out of the microwave, and then I run hot water around the edges of it because it likes to kind of stick to the edges of the pint container. So we'll run hot water around the edges of it just for a few seconds. Doesn't have to be too crazy. I just don't like the frozen chunks inside of it, right? That's good. And then I put a little bit of water on the very top because as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a little mound in it. And when you put it in the creamy, it has to be completely flat. So we'll get rid of that mound real quick. All right. You can see that mound just comes up real good. Just kind of smooth this all out real good. Just ready to go in. So then we'll come over here. This is the Ninja Creamy. This is a lifesaver. Literally every single night I'm having ice cream. So what you'll do is you'll just plop this in here like so. Put the lid on it. Really self-explanatory. Then you'll load it in it. With this, because I am on a low calorie meals, I mix it with water. You can mix it with milk. You can mix it with almond milk, whatever you want. I do it with water just because I can't spare any extra calories. So with that being said, water actually freezes a lot harder than milk or anything else does. So with that being said, this one has 7 different options. The option that I use that actually helps cut it a lot, better is the light ice cream mode. So we'll put on light ice cream, and then never mind the loud noise because it's extremely loud. Just fair warning. Okay, it took a little bit of time. You just pull it out here. Gets a little sticky. But you can see the consistency of that. I mean, it's literally like a Frosty at Wendy's, right? Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's unreal. So I'm actually gonna eat this down a little bit. This meal, I'm supposed to have protein and some almonds for some fat. So I'm gonna eat this down a little bit, throw some almonds in it, and then I actually add some caramel dip, Alden Farms 0-calorie caramel dip, to add a little bit of flavor, even more flavor than it already has, right? All right, so I'm supposed to have 16 grams of almonds. So in this ice cream, you make a little trough in the center, and then I add my 16 grams of almonds. Obviously, it's going to take me a second. There we go. Okay, and then to top it off, like I was explaining earlier, this caramel. And trust me, the flavors on all of this, top notch. Just trust me, you have to try it out. Get a little splash of caramel, and then we'll throw it back in. And there's actually a button on the Creamy that's called Mix In. So we'll go back over here, as Moki's in the way. Go back over here, and then right here, it's mixing. Literally, it's a very slow mix, which will mix in anything that you want to put in it, right? So, you can do Oreos, you can do little cookie chunks, you can do, my wife likes to do strawberries in hers, like coconut. You can do whatever you want to mix it in. It doesn't like completely destroy whatever you're putting in. But we'll do a mix in real quick and then we'll be right back. All right, see how this thing looks here. Perfect. So again, everything's mixed in. You can kind of see it looks like it did originally, but now it's got almonds and some caramel in it. It's to die for. You'll have to try it out. So that's my protein ice cream. Again, I literally have this every single night. And just letting you know, I'm actually not sponsored by Ninja Creamy at all. I just love this product. Me and my wife seriously use this every single night. So, delicious. Anyway, if you guys have any questions at all about this, also, sorry, one thing I wanted to mention before we got off. The calories on this is about 450 calories, right? There's about 50 grams of protein in it, 16 grams of almonds. I'll put it on the screen, you'll be able to see, but there's about 450 calories in this, and it's quite big. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's a lot of ice cream, and it's amazing. So, definitely, if you haven't tried it, definitely recommend trying it out. If you haven't seen my other videos, go back and look at my other videos. I do stuff on meal prep. I do stuff on how to manage your time a lot better, right? Especially being busy, right? Like I'm a blue collar worker. I work 10, 12-hour days. So to make the most out of your time, go watch that, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in.